Hello everyone, welcome here. In this lecture, you are going to know and learn about UI UX design experience. So what are the differences between these two? What is UI and what is UX? Most of the job opportunities are generating using UI designer separately and UX designer separately. What is the major differences between these two? You are going to learn in this lecture. So very keenly observe what it is going on. It's a completely theoretical part I have introduced here for this lecture to clear most of the questions. Maybe I'm not give you like 100% of the solution for it, whereas I'll give you more and more critical queries to be answered over here. Alright, let's see here the session. The session is prepared with the pictorial representations. Let's see. The UI designer is going to be creating a look and feel how user interactions are going to be a visual part. So making something a designs, a prototype he will create. Based on the prototype, he'll fix the items where to be placed. So once the user like a UI designer is fixing all these things, his part is completed. So on immediately, the portion of user experience level will be entertained over there. So the design UI phase, how the design thinking process would be: empathize, define, ideate, creating of the ideology, and prototype, what the prototype to be required and how to prepare for the user requirements, and test whether it can be matched to the user or not, and implementation. Implementation means starting by writing the parameters and adding the parameters what the portions user is requested and making the functionality. So these are the phases to be designer to be work on a lifetime or life cycle of a web page. So once user is finished as the requirement, and what the UX, UI we have learned till now. What is UX? UX is nothing but user experience. How user will feel comfortable and how user will see the exact requirements, where the eyesight is moving and hitting to the particular component, where the required text is making highlight or not is very essential to keenly find all the every points over there. So how you are putting backgrounds, how you are applying font styles, how you are applying left alignments or right alignments, and scheming like a theme configurations. How following a common quality of text, it is very essential to know. So by knowing this, it's a very highly important, and knowing an important thing to making. Let's see here. A simple bank app I have taken for your reference only. So the welcome, when the welcome screen is here, it is representing. So you have to see the icon of a logo of the bank. It should be displayed in the center with the light color of background. It should be center and it's embossed. So here there is a login options like one username and password and login button. Forget password. How it is designed very keenly. Once the user is a new user, immediately this window is showing like a new user registration with the first name, last name, like a bank account, and email and password. Very less parameters we have to give to the user. And two buttons are added. One is actively with the colored, and one is inactive. Once logged in, we are going to be displaying an amount, which is the major point to be user need to present. There we need to concentrate. So once the user is entered, he needs to know the balance. So we need to present the balance itself. If a user wants to click somewhere else and he wants to see what exactly user, where he is focusing more and more, where we have to focus more highlighting points and we need to present to the user. Once this thing is completed, we are moving into the next levels. Maybe card, maybe personal account information, we'll go. See, if the QR code for the transaction purpose, if we want to present, only QR code with the name, nothing is required there. User will only observe the QR code only. So these are the majorly designer to be followed to making user experience, it will be called. What the requirements and how it is putting. By doing the design, UI, user interface will be done by UI designer. How and where to be placed and what to be placed and what exactly the position or making the highlighting the things or user experience guy will be focused there. And the transactions are showing, it may be debit or credit, which are the colorful. If it is debit, some one color. If it is credit, another color. If it is transaction is something else, some purchased color is something, we can make it the colorful pages there. User more interactively, he will understand by seeing the color only. He won't read the transaction and all. By seeing the color, he will understand, yes, it is a debit, it is a credit, it is something else. UI designer and UI user experience guy to be habituate to the user to understand very simply by seeing the colors or icons. Now the next window, it is showing something like a colors, like a see how many colors and how many like a round shaped icons are used here. We have learned how to apply and icons. This will be very helpful while designing such type of pages. Which color and which icon he wants to set as a background color, and he is setting the color code, that's it. But it is more than there. The name of the icon, it is written as a label, that's it. An exchange. There is an exchange, one currency to another currency. If we are given, yes, there is, he will be calculated by typing one amount and another amount. This simple two options only with the keypad enabled in mobile. That's it. Nothing more to be entertained there. What user need, what exactly the information, what like UI designer will design the things. User experienced guy need not to put much more information there. What exactly required, what title and what is the required information to be present there. This way, if we designed an app or application or website, will be goes a great we'll say that like a great levels. So here, what the requirements, all the persons to be required to construct each and everything. It won't done by one person. Yes, it will be done by someone will make SketchUp, someone will design the components as a UI, and someone may integrate the things which is highlighting and which is not required, and which is a major concept to be interacting that page, that point to be making population as a user experienced guy. These all are to be together putting in the particular front end team to making these all pages together and making a great beautiful website with the user very greatly user interacting website with the more beautiful colors. I hope it's very clear for UI and UX design concepts. So we'll see in next lecture very soon. Thank you.